Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Angel. Thank you for coming back here. And I'm here to give you the last episode of how I moved from Uganda to Canada, and how things have been moving, how I've managed to survive on my own, I'll be telling you everything. I'll try to summarize up because I don't want it to be boring for you. So I'm here to give you the last part, and here we are. I stopped when I was looking for the housing, and so there was a lady, she was working with where I was staying, and she helped me find housing. There was a subsidized house. It was for women. The space was for women, and it was I'm forgetting. But it was for people who were aged between 16 years to 21 years, maybe 21 years, and I was 20. So when we got there, for the interview, I answered all the questions because they had to make assessment about me. They had to ask me some questions to be sure that I'm willing to be independent and I'm ready to live on my own, cook my own food, do laundry, clean. Because here, when you stay in the shelter, you stay there, and after they take you to the transition housing, after that they take you to supportive housing where you're able to do everything on your own. But luckily, I didn't go to the transition housing, and then I went to that supportive housing where I feel like where my life started, because I was staying in a bachelor's apartment, a studio apartment, where I was staying alone, cooking for myself, doing laundry, cleaning my space, and just now I loved it. But luckily, I wasn't paying for anything apart from my food. I wasn't paying for rent, hydro, Wi-Fi, was all free. And the next step was looking for a job, because I was like, I got where to sleep, so I have to look for a job. The fact that I'm now comfortable in this space and my mental health is okay, so I had to look for a job. So when I started on the job hunting, I didn't know where to start from, but I had some friends who recommended me to volunteering, and I went to volunteer, but it wasn't my thing, but I tried. So I was there for like 2 months, and then I quit. So I decided to look for a job. Still, it took me like ages, but a friend recommended me. He didn't recommend, but he gave me the number and told me to call. So I called. It was an agency. So when I called that agency, it gave me a job. He didn't interview me. He was like, send me all details, blah blah blah. So you're going to start working in this place. So I started working, and I was working back to back because I had to make sure that I send money home, because my siblings were at school, my mom wasn't working, and I was the only one to give them support. So I had to work back to back, day and night, morning shifts, afternoon shifts, night shifts. I was ready to toil like every day. And guess what? I worked almost like 4 months in that place, and then I was like, no, I'm not going to be like this. I have to try to find something that will be stable, like the schedule is stable, because the other job was for the agency, and I couldn't work like on a stable schedule. So I had to look for a job. It was my first time like writing a resume, going to Indeed to look for a job. I wasn't so much convinced that I'll be getting a job, but I was like, I'll give it a try. And I started applying for the jobs on Indeed. Like, I applied for thousands of jobs, but there was no response, no interview, not even like, hi, we got your application. But there was a time I was working to some place, and then I talked to that. I was like, oh, I'm looking for a job, but I've failed to get one from Indeed. And then he was like, maybe it's because of your resume. So he told me how to do it, and then I decided to do it like the way he told me to write it. And then after I sent it to Indeed, every day, I didn't give up. So in the morning, afternoon, night, every minute I go to Indeed and put my resume. And then there was that time I got an email, and they called me for an interview, but it was on Zoom. And after like 3 days, they sent me another email saying, oh, the interview was successful. So they called me to do the trainings. And guess what? I wanted to leave the city and go somewhere far from the city, because personally I don't like to be in a place with a lot of people. I felt so bad because I was on the 4th floor where I was staying, and there was a lot of noise every day. So I got that job. It was like 2 hours away from the city, and I had to look for a place where I could stay. And I looked for a room. I risked it all because why not? I'm a risk taker, and I was like, I'll take all my stuff, I'll look for a place and leave the city and leave this free apartment, because I wanted to be on my own, pay my own rent, feel like I have responsibility to do all my stuff on my own. So when I got to this city, to this new job in a new city 2 hours away from where I was staying, I did the training, everything went well. I got a room where I stayed, and while I was looking for a 1-bedroom apartment, because I didn't like the other place, it was too small for me. I like big places where I can like sleep comfortably and be like, oh, this is my home. I didn't like the place, but for a meantime I stayed there because I was like, I'll stay here. The fact that I don't have a job, but I wanted to get a bigger place for myself, and I got that 1-bedroom apartment. Yeah, I was approved. Then I got to home and picked all my stuff and moved in that new apartment. Yeah. So when I got to that apartment, I used to go to work every day, Monday to Friday. It was a night shift, 7 to 7, 12 hours. Guys, it was my first time like working, because I started working when I moved to Canada. I had never worked before, but the fact that I was here alone, I had to provide for myself. I had to work, like it or not. So that overnight job was really stressing me, and during my shifts I used to sleep, and there was a day I slept like 5 hours. That's what the manager told me. I slept for 5 hours. I had to quit the job. Then I quit. After quitting, I tried to look for something new, and then I got another job. It was so hectic. I worked in that field for like 2 months, and I looked for another job where I moved, and it was a comfortable place for me, because I worked in that workplace for like almost 1 year and a half. Yeah, I was there comfortable in my place, my house, really, really happy, and I was there. Yeah, so about my work thing, everything was successful, though there's some days I lost my job. I felt so bad. I had no one to talk to. I was really stressed, but something in me was telling me, oh, you're going to get a new job. Life is going to change. And I was like, I always tell myself that every step you take, there is a problem you'll face, so be ready for it. And I was ready. So I worked in that field, and I really got impressed, and I liked it very much. So I decided to go to school for it, and currently in that same field, and I'm studying, and I want to take that degree home. Yeah, I want my mom to be happy. She'll be like, oh, my baby. So while I was at that workplace, I lost my job. But of course, I had worked there for like 1.5 years, but I didn't lose it because I did something wrong. No, they laid me off, and then I was like, okay, it's time for me maybe to leave this place. I don't make decisions depending on what people will think about me, depending on, your friends are here, so you'll have to stay, blah blah. No. So I sat down, made a decision about moving from that province to another province, because I wanted to get a 2-bedroom apartment at a cheaper price, and I wanted to join university in a calm and a peaceful environment. I wanted to join university in a peaceful and quiet environment, and here I am. I mean, I've had struggles. I've passed through a lot. I can't tell people this, but of course, God is always there. I don't have friends to talk to. Sometimes I talk to AI and it gives me some advice. Sometimes I talk to my mom, and whenever I'm broke, I can't tell her that I'm broke, or she'll feel so bad. She'll be like, oh, I'm going to survive, no one is there to help you, and I'm blah blah blah. Parents. But of course, I'm here to stay, and I just wish everyone all the best in their journey in Canada, be it immigration, be it school, be it anything. I feel so happy that I moved here, but of course I feel so sad that my family is far away from me, and thankfully I'm here to stay. I'm not going anywhere. But anyways, that's all. I'll tell you that's all, and I'll be sharing different things on my channel. I'll be putting cooking series. In case I travel, I'll be sharing it. We are going in summer. I'll be sharing things, and I'm in a city of tourism, so just be ready to receive every beauty of where I stay. So thank you guys for subscribing. Please share my videos, please comment and give me some likes. I'll be so grateful, and I love you all. I'll say bye bye for now until I bring something on my channel. Bye.